Welcome to Outlander Media Network. I'm Kirby Lee Bailey, and we are in Louisville, Kentucky at the Art Sanctuary, and I'm with Vazum?
Yes.
I got it right.
Vazum. Yeah.
Zach, and I did catch your name.
Emily.
Emily.
Yeah.
And both of y'all sing, obviously.
Yes.
So and this is going to be my first time seeing you guys, so tell me a little bit about y'all's band.
Zach started it in 2017, and I joined in 2019. And we met from similar interests, similar musical interests, hanging out, and it's been all uphill since since then.
Okay, so I've been kind of checking out your music. You're kind of singing like your sound kind of sounds like it was a progressive version of like Deborah Harry. I don't know if that'd be an insult to you.
Yeah. No, that's good.
I've gotten that. I've gotten a whole broad spectrum of that, but that's I've heard Deborah Harry before.
Because it's like a progressive. I call it progressive rock because it's like it'll go with like a song and then it bridges into another area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
we're into all sorts of music. We're into fusion, prog rock, jazz, classical, death metal.
Yeah, black metal, shoegaze, death rock. The whole electronic techno.
Yeah. So we try to we just subconsciously do things a little bit different.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I do like the variety in there because sometimes you're singing and sometimes you're singing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we split up songwriting duties as well.
Yeah.
Then some songs are more, we're both singing in some songs, so we experiment with both.
Is this your first time playing in Louisville or?
Fourth time.
Fourth time? Where have you played here in Louisville?
Here. This will be our fourth time.
Oh, 4 times here?
Yeah.
How the hell do you get that? This is my first time coming to a concert this place.
We first came here about 2 years ago. It was for the Dark Castle Fest.
Yeah, we played Dark Castle Fest with Twin Tribes and Wingtips.
Okay.
And then since then, we've been touring around, and we've stopped here twice since then.
I mean, it's a cool little venue. This is my first time seeing a concert. Last time I was here, I saw Evil Dead the musical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sean Rigsby, he's amazing. He runs this. He's got this building. He's put a lot of work into it. It's an amazing space.
I was just making sure they changed the parking on me this time, so I was making sure I'm good to go on my parking though too.
Yeah, I mean,
I used to have parking spots on this right side. I was like, where'd that go?
yeah, they put that. Somebody probably got rear-ended or something. They had.
So are y'all still living in Chicago area? Are y'all Chicago or Detroit?
No, Detroit.
You are Detroit.
We
okay.
actually live between Detroit and Chicago.
I sold my house a couple of years ago. I lived on the east side of Detroit for years, and just got sick of it. So now we live in Jackson.
Is that Michigan or?
Yeah. It's about
An hour west.
Yeah, it's closer to Ann Arbor and Lansing than Detroit.
Yeah, it's really close to Ann Arbor.
I used to go up that area.
Yeah.
Ever so often.
We're like 2
Somebody's
hours.
I can't remember the name of the city I used to go to. Like
Grand-
once a month, it was like 44
We're like-
miles south of
Grand
Detroit.
Rapids area.
Grand Rapids. And technically,
Toledo would probably be south of Detroit.
Yeah. And unlike the Journey song, there is no South Detroit. There's downriver, but there's the east side and the west side.
So are y'all touring right now with some other bands? Right now, tours?
Right now, we came here for this show specifically. We were in England and Scotland 2 weeks ago for a tour.
The UK was amazing. Loved it. Can't wait to go back.
Who were y'all touring with over there?
Just ourselves.
Oh, y'all headline?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we played a festival, and then we organized a handful of other shows.
Yeah.
So when y'all go to England, let's see, where do you fly into? What's this?
London.
Heathrow.
Yeah, we fly to London. Yeah.
What do y'all think of Heathrow?
The airport wasn't too bad.
It's well organized.
Compared to other airports, it wasn't too stressful.
Yeah.
And things like driving around and stuff in England is pretty orderly and controlled.
I've I've flown through Heathrow before, and it's like if you get on the wrong bus,
Yeah.
you're fucked. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I've done that before.
Yeah, I mean, it can be. It's been hectic before, but we've been there a couple times now, so it's a lot easier to traverse the elevators get really busy. You just figure out how to do everything.
So which do you like better? You like being over there or over here performing?
Well, it's a completely different experience just being overseas, and to us that's really exciting.
Yeah.
And it's a different cultures too. So people, when we go over there, people say we sound like completely different bands. Like they said, we sounded like Miranda Sex Garden.
Mm-hmm. Who's one of my favorite bands ever. My daughter's name is Miranda, so.
Well, how old's your daughter?
She's 25.
Okay, gotcha.
I had her when I was 10.
Really?
Kidding.
Well, like I said, your daughter is younger than my daughter, so I was 15 when I had mine.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
You have kids, Zach?
No.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I try to hide it by when everybody asks me that question, how old my daughter is. My daughter's, well, my youngest is 30, so I really try to hide it. And I always tell them I was 15 when I had her.
You should be proud. You survived. That I tell everybody. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I just had my first grandson.
Congratulations.
Got grandchildren yet? Or?
No grandkids yet. If I do, though, they're gonna be born in Ireland.
Wow.
Because my daughter's fiance is Irish.
Oh, okay. There's nothing wrong with that. They're born in Ireland. So y'all have some music here, some CDs, or?
Oh,
yeah. We have our newest CD called Western Violence, which we released last summer, as well as our few other earlier CDs we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might say I'll make sure I get a copy for all the. I'm a big CD collector. That's why I always joke with people like I've got like 6,000 or 7,000 CDs.
Wow.
People,
that's impressive.
People seem to really like CDs. We sold out of CDs.
We sold out of CDs
in the
England.
UK.
In the UK, we sold out of CDs.
So yeah, it's interesting how CDs have kind of stuck around.
Yeah.
Well,
the whole time.
To be honest, I tell people all the time. I go to the gym, I work out.
Yeah.
And I asked somebody what time it was. They said, "Well, why don't you look at your watch, your cell phone?" That's not a cell phone. It's a CD Walkman.
It's a CD Walkman.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I like listening from start to finish.
Yeah.
And the music sounds so much better on a CD.
I agree.
Than streaming.
It does.
I agree.
It does. I mean, even when they say the FLAC files versus different files, So yeah, for sure. I just picked up an old Panasonic cassette player at the Goodwill for $4, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
The only cassette I have left is an autographed copy of Remission by Skinny Puppy.
Dang.
Like pop that in there. Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have any of my cassettes left. I had a bunch of cassettes back in the day, but then when they switched CDs, I got rid of everything.
I had a ton. I just don't know. Probably lost them in a move.
But like I said, I think that's what happened with me. I moved and then they were gone. Mm-hmm. That's what happened with me.
Yeah.
The same thing. But like I said, I managed to hold on to CDs. We look at it all the time, and it's just like I still buy. I always look for an artist, and I've never streamed since I've been doing this. I mean, I'll listen to YouTube channels if I don't have the CDs to catch up.
Yeah. So the thing about streaming is, as an independent band, all the streaming royalties go right to us. So
we've written, recorded, and mastered all,
I think for bands on labels, they're probably not getting much, but we get everything that we make from streaming. Yeah. So it's not. It depends on what sort of deal you have, what sort of distribution deal you have. In terms of streaming. Sure. So it's not all bad.
No, and I mean we fluctuate between like 6,000 and 10,000 monthly listeners. So it'll just depend, and we're like super grateful just for that. So it's not the worst.
No.
Yeah.
And you got to do whatever you can. like I said, during COVID, we all learned something that you got to do something to survive through this, because
Yeah.
when you can't tour, you're really handcuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we as a duo started writing and recording, was during that time period, and that kind of launched what we're doing now.
Oh, so that's when y'all got together, was during that.
Yep.
That's when we really focused and sat down, and we had extra time available, so we released 2 albums in 2020.
Yep.
So yeah, we just had a lot of fun just playing music and writing.
Yeah. And then we've got our 10th full-length album will be released later this year, and we released the single for that this year, Pretty Mortal. So we've been trying to keep not quite the pandemic shutdown pace, but we try to do 1 full-length album a year.
One of the good things that came out of COVID was, like, I noticed the music got better.
Yeah.
After, and that was everybody.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, people have really put forth some, I was one of the first ones out the gate to get to the concert venues as soon as they opened up. I went to one during COVID.
Yeah.
There was somebody had one. It was a bigger band too. It was Great White who it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a show. It was unfortunately social distance, so they were up there on the stage, and I'm like way back. Like, I can't even, like, this kind of sucks. I don't think I'm gonna do this again.
Yeah.
I understood people had a fear during that time.
Right.
A lot of people had COVID, caught it, whatever. I was one of those. Never had it, never will probably. I don't think I can catch it.
Okay.
And I've been tested
That's good.
probably at least 100 times, at least. I'm a nurse,
Crap.
and I'm not doing this.
Okay.
I've been tested my fair share.
All right. Yeah, I had it at least 3 times. The 3rd time was the doozy, because I got the vestibular neuritis with it, and so it was pretty rough.
Have you ever had it, John?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my camera person, we went to the Blue Ridge Rock Festival, and I was going to tell everybody at work, because it was right when everything had just lifted,
Yeah.
and we were medical people, and that was back when if you tested positive, somebody in the family has it. So we came into work that day, and she tested positive. I was like, I can't tell anybody where I've been and who I was with.
Yeah.
So, because I retested myself twice, and I was still coming up negative. I tested her twice; she was still positive. So I guess you're getting ready to get a 2-week vacation.
We got vaccinated, and then after we were vaccinated, we we played shows when it started about pretty soon after everything opened up, and that was rough. That was really rough. But it's expected,
Well, I remember going to shows, you had to have proof
Yeah.
that you've been vaccinated.
Yeah, we were playing.
When you walked in, or you've been tested.
That's going in the scrapbook.
Yeah, there was.
I've got my grandma's WW2 sugar and flour ration cards.
we were playing in Columbus, and it was a good deal after all restrictions were lifted, and they were still checking. So people had to go home to get their cards.
Yeah, because they
to
forgot
get in the venue.
Yeah.
I remember we went to see, it was Hellstorm and Evanescence, and we had to show proof when we walked into that venue. When we went to Blue Ridge, they didn't ask for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when
It
we went
just
there,
depends on who's running it and everything. So.
All right, well, I appreciate y'all taking time. Can't wait to see the show tonight.
Thank you.
And
Thank
we
you.
are very excited to see it.
No,
I'll be
thanks
at your
for
merch stand here in a little while.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank
And appreciate
you.
you coming on the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And good luck tonight.
Yeah.
And Vazum, did I say it right?
Spasm.
Check Vazum out. They'll be coming out on Outlander Media Network soon. Peace.